This altcoin season is all about artificial intelligence. It's the AI agents, it's the AI platforms, it's the AI applications, and Eliza seems to be taking advantage, full advantage of that trend. Now, does it still make sense to buy Eliza? Let's have a look at the on-chain metrics most people are not considering. Let's see who's buying and selling here. Let's figure out if it still is a good time to get in. Now, the Eliza token has been launched via the Pump.fun ecosystem. So that's the Solana Memecoin launchpad. But now it seems to be launching not just memes, it also seems to be launching more and more AI-related tokens. It's one of the top performers. It went 2.5x in the last 7 days, and it's got a market cap of 110 million. On the Solana chain, it's one of the most liquid trending tokens. It's at number 7 with a liquidity of 3.1 million. And the nice thing about Eliza is that it's still traded 100% on chain. So it cannot be bought with Qcoin or with Binance. This is normally where there's most upside potential. Once the market makers, once the centralized exchanges own a lot of the token, there's a lot of manipulation going on. It's not that much more organic growth. But check this out. All of the trading volume still happens on a decentralized exchange, right? On Radium, on Meteora. Yes, there is Maxi and Gate.io, but it's still just a little blip in the grand scheme of things. The price discovery definitely still happens on chain. And so this is then how parabolic the rally is going. We are up 70% in the last 24 hours. We are currently at 12 cents roughly. Now here's an interesting metric. I like to look at this metric pretty much for any rally. The number of buyers versus sellers. We see over here how this is pretty equal. It's 50-50. So when a price goes up like this, while there aren't that much more buyers than sellers, this means that the buyers move much more in terms of transaction value per purchase compared to what the sellers do. Now this is impressive, especially when there is a massive rally, because when the price is appreciating, one might guess that some sellers take profit. They should thus naturally have larger amounts when they sell. Now here's the website. It's a fancy chatbot, and the Twitter now has 13,000 followers. On Telegram we see 1,400 members, and on chain we see 14,000 holders. So all of those numbers pretty much align, they make sense. It's not like we see 10 times more Twitter followers than holders on chain, right? That would be of course a red flag, because that would show manipulation of the socials. This seems to not be the case for Eliza. Now here's a very interesting on-chain metric. It looks at the number of new versus returning traders per day. So that's the chart on the left. New traders are in purple, returning traders are in orange, and we've seen massive accumulation on launch day, but since then we tend to be slowing down. The number of token transactions also looks very, very similar. It's not like the number of token transactions are suddenly spiking because of all of that retail demand. Have a look at the trading volume over time, a very similar picture. On the left side it's measured in US dollars, on the right side it's normalized to 100% per day. The first day with a lot of attention, afterwards things tended to slow down. Yet we see the price rallying that massively. What's going on? What we've got over here is the number of retail investors versus whale investors over time. In the middle is something in between. We distinguish via minimum holding thresholds in terms of token balance. So to be counted as a wallet on the left side, we need to see at least 10,000 Eliza tokens in that wallet. Now at the current price, that's roughly $1,000 worth of the token. In the middle, we go at 10x in minimum holding. So that's now $10,000 minimum holding. On the right side, another 10x, so $100,000 worth of the token. We don't necessarily see long-term increase in any of those wallet segments. What we do see though is that the heavyweights are accumulating the token. It's not the number of whales that's going up, it's just the existing whales that buy up more of the token. So have a look at the value that's now owned by the whales. It went from 6.5 million all the way to 60 million, so a 10x since the end of November. Compare this with the small retail investor that did only double. So really the whales are driving this rally. It doesn't seem to be 100% organic. It might be accumulation by the market makers, it might be accumulation by the centralized exchanges, but it's not like a lot of retail people are suddenly buying into Eliza. Now here's the thing, recently the altcoins are having a very nice run. What we've got over here is the others dominance. So how much of all of crypto is currently in the altcoins that are not in the top 10? And within a month this went up by roughly 20 25%. A lot of money from traditional finance is finally flowing into crypto again. The stablecoin market cap tends to rise. It's even accelerating recently. And that's happening since the beginning of October of last year. What we see over here, that's the Terra Luna collapse. This is the Anchor protocol going bust. This is when UST depegged. It started the bear market where also FTX imploded, and then we saw the turnaround at the beginning of October of last year. And now we really see money coming in. All of crypto is going up. This is the bull run. The issue is that especially for the people that just recently start out, most people tend to buy the things that just recently went up. Most people simply buy the things where currently a lot of attention is. But the art in crypto, I believe, is to buy the things before everybody looks at it. Because once, especially the very risky tokens, they are already large, then we mainly see profit taking. For example, here, this is the largest meme coins in the Pump.fun ecosystem. So that's the launchpad of meme coins on Solana. And just have a look at this, right? This is the performance in the last 7 days. Most of those tokens went down. It's about buying tokens before they become large. For example, over here, this is the GOAT token. It's currently at 70 cents. And I try to be early on this channel, right? I published a video when it was still at 24 cents. And so this is what this channel is all about, right? It's trying to identify tokens that have positive momentum, a lot of organic growth, but at the same time that still have the 2, 3, 4, 5x potential. And so if you want to be early next time, feel free to subscribe over here. I publish videos regularly. Now, how do I find tokens like GOAT early? Why am I so confident that tokens like this can go higher? The answer is wallet tracking. So the blockchain is 100% transparent, and we can have a look at what are other people doing. For example, over here, right? This is a signal today. We see how influencer CryptoGains bought the agent token for 0.035 cents. That was over here. Afterwards, the price went up by 120%. Then, of course, subsequently, it still went down. It's still up since the purchase. But that's how the game works, right? You want to buy tokens that currently have momentum. You want to take profit very early, and you want to buy the things that other influencers buy. You want to buy the things that insiders are buying. You want to buy the things that other top traders are buying. Now, here's that influencer, that CryptoGains influencer. He's currently got more than 130,000 subscribers. He's reaching the 140K, and through on-chain analytics, we found a lot of his wallets. We've got 55 of his wallets that we are tracking, where we get alerts whenever he buys or sells something. And so I just had a look at his recent video. This AI agent crypto will 100% make people millions. That's the strawberry token. So that's published just 19 hours ago when the price was at 26 cents. And we got our alert that CryptoGains bought the token for 17 cents. And so subsequently, the price went up by 215%. But surprise, surprise, once the video hits YouTube, it's already too late. We did see quite a correction subsequently. So have a look at this, right? This is actually 17 hours ago, right? This is the top at 11 p.m. Now it's 4 p.m. And this video was published 19 hours ago, but that doesn't really match with the price. So the video was published somewhere when the price was already here. So something happened between recording of the price and publishing of the video on YouTube. And so here's potentially what happened, right? It's just a guess, but probably CryptoGains bought the token. He found it very interesting for whatever reason. He then potentially talked about this in his premium community. Then some of his people might find the token interesting as well, right? It might have been a recommendation to buy, but it's simply just a mention potentially in that community. A lot of his followers buy the token, and they're pushing up the price further and further. And once the YouTube video hits, that's then when they tend to sell. That's probably why we see the recent decline. And so that just shows how much power there is in wallet tracking. With wallet tracking, we can be among the very early buyers. We can buy directly with the influencers, with the insiders, before all of those other people buy in. It's really about getting an edge in crypto. It's really about learning more than others. It's figuring out the data that most people are too lazy to compile, or that don't have the capacity to compile. Now, I talk now a lot about the single influencer, but it's actually not just CryptoGains that we're looking at. For example, check this out. This is Crypto Banter. They've got 1.1 million subscribers. When they talk about a token in a video and thousands of people watch that video, of course this generates attention. Of course this pushes up the price. And so of course we also have some of their wallets. We've got 33 that we are tracking. Have a look at this. This is Alex Becker, 1.5 million subscribers. subscribers. And we've got 12 of his wallets. I really believe this is the way to make money in crypto. It's not drawing random lines on charts, etc. It's getting an information edge. It's working for that information edge. And so that's why I created a tutorial course just on how to find influencer wallets, how to then set up alerts for those influencers, and how to then also interpret the signals that we get from the alerts. It's 8 videos in total, and it's all part of the premium membership of this channel. Now, I do not pump and dump on this audience, right? We are just trying to find information edge outside of the community. Now, premium is not just about wallet tracking. It's also about backtesting indicators. It's also about risk mitigation, portfolio diversification, on-chain analytics. There's more than 100 tutorial videos in total. Once we have a wallet signal, we of course also have to discuss when should we buy, when should we sell. We have to compare our on-chain analytics. That's why we've got the dedicated chats on the individual altcoins as well. So feel free to check it out. It's currently $165 per month. There's also a 1-week money back guarantee. So in case you don't like premium, in case you don't learn anything, just message me within the first 7 days and I will refund you 100%. There's really zero risk for you. Now, how much more upside potential is there for the Eliza token? How high is the market cap now compared to other comparable tokens? What could potentially happen? What we've got over here is the Pump.fun ecosystem. And Eliza is currently at roughly 100 million worth of market cap. When we look at the next level, it's a 3x from here. Now, what's important about this level, about all of those tokens that are in this category, it's that those tokens are all mainly traded on the centralized exchanges. So the bet when buying Eliza is really that there's going to be an announcement that Binance or Co is going to list the token, and that might of course increase the price quite a bit. I believe that's what's currently going on. It might be front running of the centralized exchanges, it might be purchases by the market makers, but it's probably a bet that at some point in time we will get that announcement that Binance lists the token. Without that listing, of course the price would crash. With the listing, the price is likely going to do a rough 3x from here. If you got some value out of this video, feel free to subscribe. I publish videos regularly. A like would be very much appreciated as well. It helps the channel grow. See you in the next video or see you in premium. Cheers.